The midterm elections are now less than 100 days away, and Georgians will soon have some big decisions to make.
Zach Merchant, co-anchor of the Georgia Vote, joining us now with a preview of this Sunday's show. And Zach, there is no shortage of things to talk about.
You know, it feels like we say that every week because it is true every week, and it's only going to get more true. We're less than 100 days out from the midterms. Voters are going to have a lot of big decisions to make, and if the current trend holds, those decisions will have to happen and could happen in an environment where the leader of the Republican Party faces challenging poll numbers. Two recent national polls from the AP and from Quinnipiac University put President Donald Trump's approval rating between 32 and 33%. Our panel of political experts on the Georgia Vote analyzed how the national mood could impact Georgia voters.
Yeah, I mean, certainly there are headwinds nationally. You know, I don't know if his polling numbers are that bad, but I do think that they are significantly underwater. I think that's fair to say. I think that's going to be a lot more hurtful probably for Mike Collins against Jon Ossoff in that federal race, because that race is federalized and nationalized. I think the question for Rick Jackson and some of the other down ballot races, are they sort of able to create some distance? There is a different story in Georgia. Republicans in the state, I think, have done a phenomenal job leading our state, creating economic opportunities and prosperity. I think it'll be really interesting for Rick Jackson and others to see if that's the lane that they lean in to differentiate themselves a little bit.
Maria, 30 seconds to you. What do Democrats do to try to take advantage of this moment?
I think all of these Republicans who, whether it is Mike Collins, whether it is Jackson, whether it is all these down ballot candidates who stood with Trump at the Wheeler High School rally that he hosted and got publicly endorsed by Donald Trump. I think it is up to the Democrats to make sure that every voter knows that, because Trump is underwater significantly in Georgia, in voters, swing voters, independents, all of the voters who are going to make the call of who's going to be the next representative, the next governor. They are going to see it for what it is.
And you can hear much more from our Politics Roundtable and one-on-one interviews from the two candidates moving on to a runoff in the 13th Congressional District special election coming up this Sunday morning on the Georgia Vote at 11.
All right, see you then, Zach. Thanks so much.